Imagine walking into a world where science, conservation, and global collaboration come together to protect one of Earth's most beloved animals. At the San Diego Zoo's Panda Ridge, Chuan and Xin Bao aren't just attractions. They're symbols of hope for endangered species worldwide. This story is about more than pandas. It's about preserving ecosystems, fostering international partnerships, and inspiring action to protect our planet. Let's explore the magic, the mission, and the impact of this groundbreaking exhibit. At its core, the exhibit is a triumph of meticulous planning and innovation. Chuan and Xin Bao traveled over 6,000 miles from China, where teams of veterinarians, biologists, and logistical experts coordinated to ensure a stress-free journey. Upon their arrival, they were introduced to their new home, an intricately designed habitat mimicking the bamboo-rich forests of Sichuan, China. Complete with naturalistic rock formations, waterfalls, and an abundance of bamboo species, the environment is tailored to the panda's specific needs. For the San Diego Zoo, this is not just a return to hosting giant pandas. It's a revival of its mission to connect people with wildlife and foster global conservation efforts. The zoo's panda program began in the 1980s with Ba Yun and Shi Shi, two pandas who captivated millions of visitors. Over the years, their offspring became international symbols of success in species recovery efforts, inspiring hope for the survival of a species once on the brink of extinction. Now, Chuan and Xin Bao inherit this legacy. At 12 years old, Chuan, the male panda, is a confident and curious explorer. Xin Bao, a 9-year-old female, balances his energy with her calm and observant nature. Together, they embody the next generation of giant panda conservation, with their presence at Panda Ridge already inspiring record-breaking attendance at the zoo. The exhibit isn't just about public fascination. It's an educational tool and a platform for scientific research. The zoo plans to use Panda Ridge to educate visitors on the importance of preserving biodiversity, combating climate change, and supporting sustainable forestry practices in panda habitats. Partnerships with Chinese conservation organizations also allow for groundbreaking research in panda health, diet, and behavior. Beyond the gates of the zoo, the panda's arrival symbolizes renewed ties between the United States and China in wildlife conservation diplomacy. During the exhibit's grand opening, California Governor Gavin Newsom declared the day Panda Day, underscoring the role of the pandas as ambassadors of friendship. This diplomatic significance resonates deeply, reminding us that conservation is not just a scientific endeavor, but also a shared human responsibility that transcends borders. The exhibit also ties into broader conservation strategies. Globally, fewer than 900 pandas remain in the wild, and their habitat continues to face threats from deforestation and climate change. Programs like Panda Ridge aim to raise awareness and generate funding for habitat restoration, ensuring a future for wild pandas and the ecosystems they inhabit. The exhibit is expected to generate millions of dollars in revenue for the zoo, a portion of which will directly support conservation projects. Local communities are already feeling the ripple effects of the exhibit's success. Schools across San Diego have incorporated the pandas into their curriculum, offering lessons on biodiversity and the interconnectedness of life. Social media has exploded with hashtags like a Panda Ridge and Panda Day, drawing visitors from across the nation. Restaurants and shops near the zoo have seen an uptick in business, making the exhibit a boon not just for conservation but for the local economy. As we look to the future, the question becomes CQ, how can exhibits like Panda Ridge inspire global change? The answer lies in their ability to blend wonder with education, fostering a sense of connection between humans and the natural world. By telling the panda story, the San Diego Zoo invites every visitor to become a part of the conservation effort, reminding us that the survival of these iconic animals depends on collective action. The San Diego Zoo's role in panda conservation has a rich history, beginning in 1987 with the arrival of Ba Yun and Shi Shi, who captivated millions and helped establish the zoo as a leader in wildlife research. Over the years, its panda program contributed valuable insights into panda behavior, reproduction, and habitat needs. Ba Yun's offspring further underscored the program's success, creating generations of pandas with global influence. At Panda Ridge, cutting-edge care ensures optimal conditions for pandas. A controlled environment with misting systems, shaded resting zones, and varied bamboo species keeps them comfortable and stimulated. Advanced veterinary care monitors their health, and their diet consists of specially cultivated bamboo, supplemented by nutrient-rich treats like apples and carrots. Behavioral enrichment activities such as puzzle feeders ensure mental stimulation, promoting natural behaviors like foraging. Beyond animal care, the zoo's conservation partnerships make Panda Ridge a global hub for research. Collaborative efforts with Chinese wildlife agencies have spurred new findings in breeding techniques and habitat restoration. The exhibit also leverages modern technology, using motion sensors and AI to study panda movements and preferences, contributing to scientific databases used worldwide. This research is vital as wild pandas face ongoing challenges. The fragmentation of bamboo forests due to deforestation and climate change jeopardizes their survival. Programs like the San Diego Zoos connect visitors to these realities, showing how local actions, like reducing waste or supporting sustainable products, have far-reaching effects. The giant panda's conservation impact is profound, extending far beyond the species itself to protect entire ecosystems. Giant pandas inhabit the mountainous bamboo forests of China, areas that are also home to hundreds of other species, including red pandas, golden snub-nosed monkeys, and the elusive takin. By focusing on preserving panda habitats, conservation programs inadvertently safeguard these coexisting species, fostering biodiversity. The concept of umbrella species underpins this approach. By prioritizing pandas, charismatic and iconic animals that garner immense public and financial support, conservationists ensure that efforts to protect their habitats also support less visible species. Pandas require large territories filled with diverse vegetation to survive, particularly the 40 bamboo species essential to their diet. Protecting these vast habitats helps mitigate deforestation and combat soil erosion, benefiting local communities reliant on healthy ecosystems for water and agriculture. The San Diego Zoo's Panda Ridge plays a key role in this larger mission, using its platform to educate millions of visitors about the interconnectedness of life. Beyond the exhibit itself, the zoo has invested in habitat restoration projects in China, including reforestation initiatives. These efforts combat one of the primary threats to Pandas: habitat fragmentation caused by agriculture and infrastructure development. Restored forests serve as critical corridors, enabling pandas to migrate between fragmented areas, thus improving their genetic diversity. Furthermore, the success of panda conservation underscores the potential for species-focused programs to inspire global environmental action. Through its research partnerships, the San Diego Zoo has contributed to better breeding techniques and habitat management practices applicable to other endangered species worldwide. For example, methods developed for monitoring panda diets and health have been adapted for other herbivores, such as Asian elephants and rhinos. Panda diplomacy, as exemplified the exchange of pandas between China and other nations, adds another dimension to their conservation impact. These arrangements, often structured as long-term loans, fund wildlife preservation projects in China while strengthening international relationships. For host countries, pandas become ambassadors of conservation, drawing attention to broader environmental issues and uniting people under a shared mission. As the threats of climate change loom larger, the interconnectedness of species conservation becomes increasingly critical. Pandas are highly sensitive to environmental changes, particularly shifts in bamboo growth patterns caused by rising temperatures. By studying these effects, scientists gain insights into how climate change impacts other flora and fauna, equipping us with the tools to mitigate broader biodiversity loss.